Okay, Amazon, I'm back again. This time with a quick review and sound demo on the DigiYes portable Bluetooth speaker. Here's just a quick look at the box. You'll notice it says Hamini everywhere, except for this little sticker that was added onto the side. That's because Hamini is the parent company and they build and license out their product to other companies. So you see here it says brand DigiYes. Quite possibly you'll find another brand name here on the Amazon website with the same exact design. So besides the speaker itself, you also get an owner's manual, as well as this sort of combo cable. On one end you're going to get a micro USB that plugs into the back of the speaker, and on the other you're going to have this sort of double-headed snake with a 3.5mm audio connection for your aux capability, and then a standard USB to plug into your computer or a wall outlet to charge. As far as the speaker itself, this is the piano black version. It also comes in ivory white, but they're both pretty shiny. As you can see here, this one attracts fingerprints, and if you were to drop it or rub it against something abrasive, I'm pretty sure that would scratch easily too, but does look nice otherwise. Up front here, we do have a white speaker grill, which is not actually a metal grill. From a distance, you kind of guessed it was, but if I bring it up close here and at an angle, you can see that this is indeed a pretty soft plastic, and I noticed there's a weird little dent sticking out on mine. That's exactly how it was coming out of the box, as well as this this slight deformation. I haven't carried this in a tech bag or anything like that yet, because I will be sending this back to Amazon for an issue. But that's how it came out of the box. You kind of have to tilt it at an angle to notice it. If you just have it straight facing you, you won't really notice it. But as far as the speakers go, you do have two 40mm 5-watt drivers, and they are powering a tuned bass port instead of a passive radiator, which you will typically see with this style of speaker. Up top here, we do have 4 buttons. We have a soft touch power button. There is no physical on or off switch. It's just this little digital button. We have volume down, volume up, as well as a play, pause, and Bluetooth pairing button. Around back, we have a kick-out kickstand, which has 2 rubber feet on the bottom of it. We have the switch to switch between Bluetooth and aux capability, and then next to that we have that multifunctional micro USB port that works with the cord that I showed you previously. At the bottom of the unit, we do have 2 additional rubber feet, which works with the kickstand, which has to be out, otherwise the speaker will either fall forward or flop back. You have to use that, but it does have 4 total rubber feet. It does a pretty good job of keeping the speaker stable with bass heavy music or sounds. So as far as functionality, again, you do have a soft touch digital button, so this button constantly has to have power, even when it's off right now, to run, instead of it having a physical power switch which would literally disconnect the positive end of the battery. This guy will actually drain the battery after probably around 6 or 7 months if you don't keep this at a constant charge. So that is one disadvantage of it. And the reason I'm sending it back is because this speaker was probably kept in a warehouse for a little over a year, and the battery discharged and was kept in the discharged state for long enough for the battery to be damaged. I'm getting, honestly, I'm not even making this up, around 30 minutes of total battery life, and I only got that after I cycled the battery a good 10 or 15 times. Before, I was getting at most around 6 minutes, and I couldn't play it at full volume because the speaker would just automatically shut off. It would distort for around a second and then shut off because the battery couldn't deliver the amperage to run the speaker at that volume level. Now it has the amperage, but the capacity has been lost because the battery set for so long in a discharged state. So that's something to be mindful of, and I'm making this video to warn you about that. So just keep that in mind. Besides that, just sort of forgetting about the battery issue, the speaker does have really good bass, and I'll demonstrate that for you in a second. It also has pretty good mids and pretty good highs, but that's only in the auxiliary mode. When you have it in the Bluetooth mode, the Bluetooth 4.0, it has a permanent 3D effect which you cannot disable. And in that effect, if you have the speaker 5 feet or less in front of you, it does give you these weird sounds. I liken it to a robot sound mixed with the speaker being in a sewer pipe, and you get this weird resonance. It's just a really weird sound because it's trying to be a 3D speaker, and of course, with any speaker, that doesn't work good up close. So in Bluetooth mode, with most songs, you have to keep this around 10 feet away from you in order for the sound effect to work. Otherwise, you'll get this weird sound effect. So I'm going to play some royalty-free music here, and it's not really going to give you the weird effect because I've recorded this video before and played it back on my computer, and I noticed that my microphone wasn't able to pick it up. It is a mono mic, so you'll just have to take my word for that. But let's go ahead and give you a bass demo. Powering on the speaker is fairly straightforward. You do get a loud sound every time you power it on, though. There's no way to disable that. Just hold it down for about 4 seconds. And there's that loud sound. Again, no way to disable that. You can put it up to maximum volume, although there is no max volume alert like many other speakers have, where they have a beep or something like that. There's also no track forward, track back, or any speakerphone function. So just be mindful of that. But here's just a quick sound demo. I'm going to try to play some royalty-free music. If my tablet didn't freeze on me. Let's see. Okay, I think it's playing now. Alright. So, max volume. Max volume. So you can see there's also about a half-second delay between you pressing the play pause button and it actually doing something. What I'm also going to do here is I'm going to step back into another room and into a hallway a good 15 feet to let you guys hear how it sounds at a distance. So let's go ahead and do that now. So, as you guys can hear, very good bass. What you probably can't hear is the weird staticky noises that it makes up close. Again, those go away at about 10 or 15 feet. So, as always guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you in your buying decision. Keep in mind that my speaker came with a defective battery, and quite possibly yours may too, since this speaker, some of the reviews I've seen date back to a year, and there's only a few reviews this year, and mine definitely has a defective battery. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.